So just how do narcissistic people react to you when you're sick or when you're ill? How do narcissistic people respond, considering that they lack the empathy to care about how you might be feeling, and they're interested in getting the attention brought back onto themselves? When it comes to a narcissist, when you're ill, more often than not, especially if you're further along in the relationship, you'll notice that they'll offer you zero sympathetic attention. They will instead accuse you of being lazy, accuse you of making things up to get out of doing things. Now, we can all handle illnesses differently. Some people prefer to carry on when they're ill. Some people prefer to drag themselves out of bed and keep going. Some people need it to the point where they can't get out of bed for them to rest when ill. Other people enjoy taking the time to rest. Well, don't really enjoy it, but other people need to take the time to rest when they are ill. Lying there helps them feel like they are recovering. So we all handle illnesses differently and we all recover differently. Narcissistic people don't see this. Narcissistic people see it as if you are carrying on, you're trying to be the martyr, you're trying to prove that you're better than everybody else. So they're going to chip away at you for carrying on. Do you think you should be doing that? You're spreading your germs. That's not very kind. You can't win. Whatever you choose with a narcissistic person, you're not going to win. They're going to chip away at you if you carry on about how you're causing other people to be ill, especially if you're causing them to be ill and you might pass it on to them. They will happily make sure they pass whatever illness they've got on to you. They will hug you. They will want to spend time around you to make sure you get what they've got. However, they don't want you going anywhere near them and passing it on to them. So if you're a person that carries on, they could potentially moan that you could make them sick. If you're a person who chooses to rest, they're going to accuse you of being lazy or going to lengths to get out of doing something, to get out of helping. If you're ill and you like to rest, they're going to expect you to help them. They're going to come up with all sorts of creative ideas of things that you should do to help and support them. And they can even come at you and claim that you promised, even though you never promised to do anything for them. It's their gaslighting. Or if you did promise to do something and you call and say, look, I'm sick, I will do it then. They're not going to take this as an answer. They're going to make you feel bad so that you rush over to help them. They expect you to still run around after them when you're ill. Unless they're the narcissist who does not want to catch your illness, and then they will send you to bed. They will tell you to go and rest. But there's an ulterior motive as they disappear on you. They go and find supply elsewhere. They go and find somebody else to feed them their attention that they require, to do the things for them. So they look like they've been nice and kind and told you to go and rest, but it's to serve themselves. It's so that you're out of the way while they go and gain attention elsewhere. A female can be pregnant with a narcissistic male's child and they can be struggling. And the narcissist doesn't want to support them because they're not getting the attention they believe they're entitled to. So they abandon them and go and get the attention elsewhere because they lack the empathy to care about that person or their unborn child. Invalidation is another one, when they will just come and tell you to get over it, or it's only a cold, what's your problem? Oh, you should just man up and carry on. Man up, come on. They're going to invalidate how you're feeling. They're going to play down how you're feeling as they're looking to invalidate your experience. because it's not matching what they want from you. Or they're going to try and one-up you. You can be utterly exhausted, yet they're going to turn it on to them. Turn it on to how they've suffered far worse than you. How they've carried on through far worse than you. How they coped and managed far better than you. Or how the neighbour, how the friend, how an ex, how your sibling copes far better than you, because they're looking to compare rather than recognise that we are all different and we all handle things differently. A narcissistic person is going to enjoy using your illness of how they coped far better than you, or how somebody else coped far better than you. Now, to be really confusing, some narcissistic people are going to be on the money when you are ill. They are going to be super helpful because that's the easiest way to manipulate you, is by acting kind. So they might take you to the doctors. They might take you to the hospital. They're going to be there for you, yet to all those around you, they're going to be complaining about, oh, they're ill and I'm so exhausted and I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm doing the other for them, because they're looking for that attention. Oh no, you don't need to go and visit them. They don't really want visitors. And they're going to tell those people the things that you want and then keep those things for themselves. They want to look good, to use as leverage so they can use it against you. What about when I did this for you? After all I've done for you. When they weren't doing it for you, they were doing it for themselves. They were doing it for the attention. They'll be posting all about it on social media of how much they are doing for you, because they're wanting that support and attention. Not because they're in need of that support and attention. They're in need of the supply of attention. They're in need of the feel-good moment. Yes, when we are helping through difficult times, it can be tough, and some people do need support. However, when it comes to a narcissistic person, they are only ever supporting you to either get one over you or get one over on those around you. When it comes to a narcissist, nothing is done out of the goodness of their own heart. Everything is done to exploit those around them. Any behaviours you noticed from a narcissistic person when you were sick, please do add those into the comments for those reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to or have partners with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.